Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Susan's Just Making It. I'm Susan, and as always I'm here making stuff, messes, chaos, and just trying to make it through life. If you've been here before, welcome back, and if this is your first time watching, welcome to my channel. Hope everyone's doing great today, and if you like today's video, thumbs up would be much appreciated. So welcome to another Wacky Eyeshadow Wednesday. This is a 2-channel collab with my channel and Stephanie over at Glitzy Gem. Each week we try to use a different eyeshadow palette to create a new eyeshadow look, to step out of our comfort zone and encourage our viewers of all ages to do the same. So, like I've said before, pick up a new palette, try a new color story, a new look, see what you can come up with, play with your makeup, have fun, and just see what happens. If you don't like it, you can always wash it off. So, there will be a link to Stephanie's video down below in the description box. If you're coming from her channel to check out my look, I appreciate it. And if you're starting with my channel, make sure you hop over there and see what she does today. So today we will be using the Day and Night palette from KAB Cosmetics. We were laughing a little bit because we thought we had two different palettes, because mine is with a white cover, hers is with a black cover. And I looked into that and I'm like, actually they're the same palette, just some of them they put in a white cover and some of them they put in a black cover, day and night. And I think the whole concept behind that is that the palette you can either use for a daytime look or a nighttime look. That's my assumption. So this palette has gorgeous colors. I will go ahead and show you the colors that are in there. Very lovely, very pretty. A lot of colors that I like. It's got the purples, the browns, the peaches, and some neutrals in there. I think over here on this side is more your nighttime colors, and these are your more daytime colors. Now for my look, I'm probably going to stay over in this side because I like the lighter colors, and it is daytime. It's getting ready to have thunderstorms here soon, so not much of daylight, but I'm going to do a daytime look. I'm guessing Stephanie will probably go over here with the more dramatic looks, which is all good. So I'm just going to get in here and see what I can do. I'm going to try to keep it as short as possible, I hope, so that you guys, you know, I'm sure you have other things to do. And if you want to watch both videos. So yeah, let me just find a brush that I like. Oh, this one looks good. I'll just do this just all over shadow brush. And I think to start with, I'm going to go in with this color. It's Georgia Peach. This nice little peach color here, and go all over my lid as a base, and then I'll build on that. And I'm kind of annoyed. I'm doing this video in the afternoon, and there's a dog barking. Okay, it's all good and fine. Dogs bark. This dog has been barking since I've been up. I've been up since a little after 6 this morning, and the dog has been barking, and it is now after 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Okay, so here's my opinion on that, and some people may not care for my opinion, but I've never let that stop me from speaking my mind before. This is going to be no exception. There is no reason for a dog to have been out there barking for 8 hours. Okay, my opinion is that if you are going to be a pet owner, you should be a responsible pet owner. Otherwise, don't be a pet owner. Having a pet is a commitment, a long-term commitment. It's not a passing fancy. You get a pet and then you get tired of it and you're done. That's not what pet ownership is supposed to be. Pets are supposed to be a member of your family. And it's one of my pet peeves, people that are not responsible pet owners. It's not just a little fluffy plaything. They're a living being that has needs and feelings and stuff like that. If you're not going to take the animal to the vet, make sure that it has food and water, love and attention, don't get one. I hate people that do this, leave dogs out for hours and hours and hours. And our neighborhood is flooded with stray cats. That's not necessary. You don't just get an animal and when you're tired of it, just throw it out on the street. Okay? My cat is a rescue. She was a kitten that was found outside. She wasn't a very, very young kitten, probably a couple months old at the time. I'd say 2 or 3 months old when I got her. Probably closer to 3. and I took her in. I obtained vet care. I got her fixed. I always have food, water, litter, change her food every day, her water several times during the day, clean her litter box every day, because those are needs. If it's too hot for you, it's probably too hot for your pet to be outside. If it's too cold for you, it's probably too cold for your pet to be outside. Why people do that? And I hate in the summertime when I'm out walking and I see a dog chained up and it's panting and there's no food or water anywhere. That's cruel. And then people complain because animal control or something comes in and takes your pets away. But that's the end of my rant. It's just bothering me because this poor dog's been barking forever. Part of it, it's a little annoying, but it's not even that it's annoying that's bothering me. It's like, why are you leaving that dog out there to bark like that? Obviously, it's not comfortable. I don't know. I'm just going to shut up before I say something, get myself in trouble, because I'm very opinionated. People like that, I think, should be chained out for 8 hours and see how they like it. Just saying. I'm going to shut up now. So there's the Georgia Peach, and I think I'm going to go in with, the colors are very pretty. It's a nice mix of mattes and shimmers, and they're all really pretty, so I don't know what to try next. I think I'm going to go in, I don't know, there's a few colors here. It's pretty. There's a terracotta and a dawn. I think I'm going to go ahead and go in with the dawn. It's got a little tiny bit more of a red tint than the terracotta here. So I'm going to try to go in, is it dawn? I think so. I don't have my glasses on. Same brush, because I don't like cleaning brushes. And I'm going to try to go in light-handed so I don't end up with a mess on my hands. Try to do my outer corner here. A bit. And then when I think maybe somebody's taking the poor dog in because it stops barking, it's only stops barking temporarily. And then it starts barking again. It's just, I don't know. It just bothers me. I only have a cat right now. I did have a couple of beagles a few years ago. And I would never think to just leave them out like that. They were only tied out for a short amount of time, and it's usually when we were outside too. And they were only tied up because we didn't have an enclosed yard. But anyone that knows beagles know that they bark a lot. A lot. And I would be like, bring the dogs in. Their barking is too much. All the neighbors don't like it. I said, it's not about the neighbors not liking it. I'm getting tired of hearing them bark. They need to shut up. Bring them inside. But, I don't know. And then the female we had, if it was raining, I swear she would hold her bladder because she didn't like to go out in the rain, get her feet wet. My sister jokes, it's like, you should get her little rain boots and an umbrella. I'm like, no, we're not doing that. Sorry. She has to use the bathroom. She's just going to have to get wet. The male, we had a male and a female. The male, he didn't care. He was not the most intelligent dog in the world. I think he was a little mentally challenged, but he didn't care. He'd go out in the rain. He'd stand out there and get wet. He did not care. So there is the dawn. So, like I said, I think that's what it is. I can't see very well without my glasses, but it's whatever that color is. So next I'm going to go in with, I'm really liking these colors. Well, of course I'm going to like this palette. They're like right up my alley. Gorgeous palette. I'm liking it so far quite a bit. I'm trying to go a little bit softer with my looks, especially since I got the comment about how awful my eyeshadow was. So I'm trying to be a little bit more conservative. Yeah, whatever. Let's see. I need to stop. I'm in a mood today. I think I'm going to go in something a little bit different. It's called Halo. It's this nice lavender color. Very pretty. And then right next to it is Twinkle Twinkle. That's a shimmer. But I think I'm going to stick with the mattes today. I might use some shimmers at the very end. We'll see. Kind of like working with mattes sometimes. Just going to do my inner corner and lower lid. My stomach's growling. I should probably get something to eat when I'm done recording this. I was kind of hungry before I sat down, but I'm like, yeah, I'll get something later. And I noticed it's bothering me. I got like a pimple under the tip of my nose. I'm too old for this acne stuff. It needs to go somewhere. Now the dog's whining. It's not barking anymore, it's whining. I don't want to make waves because I gotta live in this neighborhood, but I feel like letting the people know when they do stuff like that. And poor animal can't advocate for itself. And now it's whimpering and whining. Like I said, we're expecting thunderstorms. You're gonna leave that dog out there, and there's supposed to be severe thunderstorms. If that dog's still barking when it rains, I'm gonna find out what house and let them know, because I don't like that at all. Poor dog. Lock these people out of their house and let them stand in the rain for a few hours, see if they like it. I said I was going to shut up and I didn't. I'm sorry. It just really irritates me. I hate seeing animals mistreated. But then again, some people don't even treat other people with any respect. So what do you expect when they have an animal? Sad state of affairs. So I really like these colors together. I wouldn't expect that I would, but sometimes I just want to try something a little bit different. So I have the lavender, which is called Dawn, and then I have the peachy color, which is called the purple is Halo, and the orange is Dawn. I'm scattered, I'm sorry. Between being hungry and the poor dog, I'm not thinking straight. But yeah, so far I'm really liking those two colors together. Really soft. And we know that orange and purple are on the opposite ends of the color wheel. So I guess it kind of works. I'm liking it a lot. Surprised. I looked at the palette. Like, the palette's gorgeous, but sometimes I look at it, and just because it's pretty doesn't mean that I look at it and see colors that I want to use or that whatever. That was one of those days today. I'm like, oh, before I start recording, maybe I should sit down and look at the palette a little bit and see what colors I want to use. Whatever, it's not that serious. I just start slapping it on, and it is what it is. So, I'm trying to think if I want to just put something a little bit darker in there for a little bit of something. But I don't know what. I don't want to mess it up. And I don't want to go too orange either. I think I'm gonna try to go in light-handed, but I think I'm gonna try this shimmer here. It's called Burgundy, and hopefully I don't get too heavy-handed. I just want to put that up over these colors. Oh my gosh, my stomach is really loud. Careful not to get too heavy-handed. That's about as heavy-handed as I'm going to get. And as you've probably noticed, the last few eyeshadow looks I've had, I'm really going for the pinks a lot. I can't help it, I really like pink. Blues and greens, they're pretty, but I don't know, that's just, I don't know, it's not my favorite. Like, I like green once in a while, but blues, I don't know. Something about them, I just don't think they're my color. Tiny doses is okay, but anything more than that, I don't know. I took him in. Him, her, and because I don't hear the dog anymore. About time. Like I said, this isn't like it's just been going on an hour. I'm talking since 6 o'clock this morning. Don't understand people. I'm too old to try to figure them out at this age. I don't think I ever will understand people. Okay, I want to get a large blending brush and see. Yeah, this will work. Nice fluffy blending brush. Blend it out, keep it soft. I'm sure that Stephanie's look will be completely different. I'm sure she's going to go for a more glam, dramatic look. I tried to like heavily powder under my eyes, and I didn't mention, but it's the same as in all the Wacky Eyeshadow Wednesdays. I come in with a bare face, aside from my brows being done, some under eye concealer, and some eyeshadow primer. But today I did quite a bit of powder under my eyes to hopefully I can brush away the fallout a little bit easier. We'll see. I don't have a ring light on because there's pretty good natural light so far. So I'm just going with that. I don't know, it's pretty light, but I feel like it needs something because it's so light. While I have this fluffy brush, I'm going to go in with this color here. It's called Naked. So I'm going to put that under my brow. Boom. Lightly. Usually I leave the highlighting under my brow for last, but whatever. I don't know what I want to do yet, but I know I want to do that, so we'll just skip to that. It's not a big deal. You know what the rules to putting on makeup are? But there's no rules. Looks like I got a little spot of concealer there. I'll have to clean that up. I didn't notice it till just now. Part of me wants to leave it as it is and just leave it a super, super light look, but part of me wants to put something in there just to bring it up a notch, but I don't know what. I'm gonna go, I don't want to use that. I was almost thinking this brown matte right here, it says Cocoa, but I think I'm gonna pick up some of this right below it. It's a purplish color. It's called Midnight. It's a really dark plum. And I'm just gonna see if I can. This brush might be too big. I'm gonna try it. Same brush I've been using. Try to put a little bit in my outer corner just to deepen that up a tiny bit, but not too much because I still want to keep it kind of soft today. I don't know if it's going to pick up good. It's a shimmer and it doesn't seem to be picking up on my brush very well. Nope. I have to go in with my finger and do that because it doesn't seem to want to do anything with the brush. So, see, it's a nice plummy color. Yep, much better with my finger. Then I'll just blend it out with the brush if I need to. At least when you use your finger, you can get it more accurately where you want it. I think so anyway. I think all the colors in this palette are very, very pretty. If you like browns and purples and peaches, and like I said, it can definitely go from day to night. Now this is in the darker side of the palette, but like I said, if you like browns, purples, and peaches, definitely a palette worth considering. And like I said at the beginning of the video, it doesn't matter whether you get it in the black packaging or the white, it's the same exact palette. I compared them myself just because I wasn't sure. Same colors, just different packaging. Okay. I think that's what it needed, just a little bit of something darker. Got it darker on one eye than the other, so I'm trying to even it up. That's where I sometimes run into problems. but it's only makeup. I was gonna go out and run a couple errands today, but if it starts pouring, that's not happening. So if I end up just sitting in the house, does it really matter what my makeup looks like? Not really. So I'm gonna take that brush that I tried to use, and I'm gonna try to blend it out a little bit. Because like I said, I want to keep it soft. Oh, it sounds like the rain's getting ready to start. Sounds like a little bit of rain hitting the window. It's still darker on the eye, I feel like. Oh, maybe it's just me. I feel almost like it's a little bit darker on one eye. Probably now would be the time to turn the ring light on, because it's starting to get a little darker in here. I think it's getting ready to start pouring. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can turn this on. So bear with me if the lighting looks really weird at first. Whoa, that's way too bright. There we go. It's a little bit better. Now I might be able to see what I'm doing. I thought I could get away without using it today, but I guess not. Much better. It's amazing what you can see when you have a little bit of light. Okay, I'm already at 22 minutes, so I'm going to try to blend this out. And last week I thought I had the video paused while I finished my look with a mascara and lip color, and I did not. So to avoid that this week, instead of pausing, I will actually stop the video and restart it. And then when I edit, I'll put the two together. I don't know. I feel like I need something. Struggling a little bit. I apologize. I'm just trying to. Looks a little too washed out to me. I don't want to go as far as this cocoa because that's really dark brown. So I think I'm going to try this. It's called Sand. I just feel like it's too washed out, and I'm going to try to put it up here a little bit. And yes, somebody commented on the video last week that Stephanie's look turned out better. Stephanie has been messing with eyeshadow way longer than I have, so that's to be expected. And I think it's interesting with us doing the collab that one's more an amateur than the other, because everybody's at a different skill level with doing their makeup, and I am not afraid to admit that I don't know what I'm doing half the time. And it's just keeping it real about the struggle sometimes, because I'm sure a lot of you do the same thing. Unless you're really good at doing makeup, I'm sure you struggle with figuring out what to put together and stuff too. I just feel like, I don't know, I mean, I love all the colors, but I just feel like, I don't know, it's like I feel like I'm working really hard to get the color payoff, but at the same time I'm trying to keep it light, so I don't know if it's just me trying to go in light-handed and keep it light, or if the pigmentation's not there. I'd be curious to see what Stephanie says when she does hers. I think it's a fine line. It's like if you go too light, you feel like there's no color payoff, and then if you go the slightest bit heavier handed, you end up with a dark mess. So I don't know. Just don't know. So many things I don't know, and this is one of them. I'm beginning to think maybe the whole eyeshadow thing is just not my forte. Sometimes I think I really am terrible at it. I always feel like I never get both eyes even with color and placement. But is it that serious? Not really. I'm not doing any red carpet events, so it's whatever. I'm one of those people that, and that's where some of the crafting comes in. When I make a little mistake or something doesn't turn out like I planned, oh, I meant to do it that way. So, whatever. Anyway, that's as good as it's going to get, because I do not want to start getting heavy-handed at all. I want to keep a very light look. So I'm going to go off camera, clean up the little bit of fallout. This one thing I will say, there was not much fallout with this, which is always a plus. I hate cleaning up fallout. So that was good. I'm going to clean up the little bit of fallout there was, line my eyes, mascara, lip color. We'll come back and see what it looks like. Okay, back with my face a little bit cleaned up and the look completed. Of course, cleaning it up, some of the under eye concealer came off, so the raccoon eyes are back. But, so, to line my eyes, I used the palette. I didn't use any eyeliners. I just went in with this $1 billion brushes. It's a eyebrow brush, but I like because it is angled and it's like really small. So I went in with the Cocoa, which is a darker brown, and I lined above my upper lashes like an eyeliner. And then I cleaned it up, and then I went in with this color Sunset, which is like a little bit of a rosy shimmer color, and did under my lower lashes. I wanted to keep it light. And then I went in with the same brush after I cleaned it again with this Naked, and just did a little tiny bit on my inner corners. So no liners, all of it was with the palette, and this brush is amazing, nice and little, precise. Put on some mascara, and then for my lip color I wanted to keep it kind of, you know, low-key. So I went in with this lip gloss, or liquid lip, from Tarte. It's Man Eater, and it's a plumping lip gloss. Not that I need plumping lip gloss, but that's what I put on my lips. And I couldn't remember for sure if it was a plumping one when I grabbed for it, but once I put it on, I'm like, oh yeah, it is. So that's what I have on my lips. So this is a finished look. It's pretty blended out and kind of not anything exciting, but I said I wanted to keep it light, and although the colors aren't distinct, I think it still kind of works because it's just a little bit of something, just a little touch of color, which is fine with me because you don't always have to be big and bold. So a little bit of a light color I think is fine. Nothing amazing, nothing outstanding. I'm sure I could get a much more dramatic look with this. Just wasn't into that today. A little sad that some of the under eye concealer wiped away because yeah, the old lady under eye bags are back, but it is what it is. So let me know what you think down below. Try to be nice if you can. I'm curious what Stephanie came up with. Like I said, I'm sure she gravitated toward these like deep dramatic colors while I stayed over here for the most part. Maybe next time I play with the palette I'll dip into these darker colors more. Just wasn't feeling it today. So like I said, let me know what you think down in the comments. If you liked today's video at all, a thumbs up would be appreciated. Oh, I can't get over the tingling of the color. I appreciate you taking some time out of your day to watch my video. Hope your week has been great so far, and if not, I hope it improves as the week goes on. And I appreciate every single one of you, and thanks again for watching. Bye bye for now.